What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily Rewind. It's where we go back a week, give you all of the past 7 days of tech news in one single video so you don't have to go searching for stuff. It's all right here, compact and in your life. We talked about the Galaxy S21, Note 21, and what potentially could happen with that. We talked about what the Note 21, if that comes out, what it could potentially look like. We talk about a lot of stuff in this week, so much stuff that I forget. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing. So check out this week. Let me know what your favorite news story is of the week, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, as you probably know, September 23rd, Samsung will officially announce the Galaxy FE, which is going to be the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, which will be a slightly lesser spec S20 line, kind of in between the S20 and S20 Plus. They'll probably retail for about $700 or $800. 120 hertz, 6.5 inch flat display, Snapdragon 865 inside, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. Well, what about pre-order gifts? Now, this tweet comes from Roland Quan, who's got a good track record. Galaxy S20 FE pre-order customers can choose between an Xbox Game Pass gift or the Galaxy Fit 2, which is a little fitness smartwatch, as pre-order bonuses. And then he goes on to say he'll buy this thing instantly as his S20 Ultra 5G is having some dual SIM issues. Calls can't connect, have to enter flight mode to solve. But regardless, this is, I don't know if this is going to be for America or not. I would assume it's probably going to be for America as well. Xbox Game Pass, they've been trying to push that heavily, definitely here in America as well. So you're looking at Xbox Game Pass or potentially the Galaxy Fit 2 smartwatch. At that point, even if you're not buying that phone, which I don't have any plans on buying it, which pre-order gift would you choose? For me, I would probably choose the Galaxy Fit 2. What about you? And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy S21, Note 21 phones and where the S Pen is going to lie if the Note 21 is going to be canceled. I put out a story yesterday from a couple of sources talking about there potentially being no Galaxy Note 21 and the S Pen going over to S21 line. We've got another leaker with a little bit more information in terms of this. Now, this tweet comes from Marui QHD. Anyways, the tweet starts off with Note series with an X next to there. So it sounds like the Note series is completely gone. S series with S Pen check mark. And then to dive a little bit deeper, status, it's still being debated when they would announce this in Q1 or Q2 at the earliest of 2021. On sale probably at the same time, which usually happens a couple weeks after the event. So you're probably looking in March or April of 2021 when this would go on sale. And it could just be the announcement a year earlier. So what he means by that with the year is that by in 2021, there's about a 60% chance that the Note line and S Pen would not be there. In 2022, it's a higher chance of the Note line completely going away. So there's still a chance, obviously, because these are rumors, that the Note line could still exist in 2021. As time goes further and further out, it looks like it's completely being removed, though, at that point. Names for this phone, if it does, the pen does go to the S line, he's saying that it sounds like it's going to be the same as the S series. So, for instance, it might be like Galaxy S21 Ultra, but with an S Pen. So it's gonna have the same name. The design is still being worked on. Pen inside, he's hearing probably not. So if you want the S Pen, you're probably gonna have to buy it separately, or it would come in the box, but it wouldn't fit inside of the phone, at least from these rumors so far. And then he's saying his source is fairly accurate. So these are some big time rumors. The fact that this line of phone, the Note line of phones, would potentially completely go away, I know it's going to make a lot of people upset. But then even the fact that if they push this to the S21 Ultra, for instance, and it doesn't fit inside the phone, why would you even carry it unless they come out with some kind of case that you can put it in? But at that point, you'd have to get a Samsung case or some other person's case. And then how would it charge? Maybe it would charge wirelessly on the back through the case or something like that. There's a lot of variables that are going on right now if this doesn't physically fit inside of the phone like the Note 20 phones do. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is that the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S tongue twisters if you ask me, and bad names because they're very similar to last generations, have pre-orders that started today, and the pre-orders sold out within minutes everywhere, and it was a crap show at that. Sites were down, couldn't load the site, you could add it to your cart, couldn't check out. I ended up grabbing one, but it was such an awful experience again. This is what they should do. Have a sign up and do a little lottery, or do it by who signed up first, and then do your pre-orders. But don't just have everybody go to the site at the same time. Send invites. If you miss your invite allocated time to order it, then you lost out on your console, and that way the sites don't get overloaded. You are potentially given a console. It's such a messy thing that they do. These sites never load. It's an awful experience. Fix it. Next up, we have the specs now for the OnePlus 8T leaked by Amazon. And as you can see right here, the specs are very, very good. 6.5 inch, 120 hertz, full HD plus display. Does have 5G, Snapdragon 865 processor, 4,500 milliamp battery, the warp charge 65 watts. The camera is a 48 megapixel with optical image stabilization. 16.52 main sensor for the camera as well. 16 megapixel front camera. Comes in the colors of aqua, marine green, lunar silver, and comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigs of storage for $599. I guess that's euros, right? 12 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes of storage for $699. And yeah, those prices are crazy good. And you would think that this is going to go on sale very, very soon within October. Looks like October 20th. Also, we have specs for the Pixel 5. Max Weinbach's tweet says Pixel 5 battery 4080 milliamp. Camera is going to be 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide. There'll be a selfie camera on the front that's 8 megapixel. Processor will be a Snapdragon 765G. Dimensions there, storage 128 gigabytes of storage, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then you can see all the LTE band support. Obviously, the processor makes it not so amazing. Actually, the other thing I want to mention is that the camera is actually 16 megapixel ultra wide, but everything else is correct on there. But yeah, the processor is not going to be a high-end processor. It looks like Google's officially going to, gear their phones towards mid-tier / lower tier prices and specs for their phones, which I think is a good angle for them, because I don't think they were selling a lot of higher end type phones that was reserved for, Samsung and OnePlus and other companies that make higher end Android phones. And the last story of the day is that if you have a Galaxy phone, specifically an S20, a Note 20, a Note 10, or an S10 series of phones, then you're going to be able to now download Samsung TV Plus app starting tomorrow from the Galaxy App Store. Just go into the Galaxy App Store, search Samsung TV Plus. It's basically a free streaming TV service that you can download. It's usually reserved just for their TVs, but now they're starting to push it out for some of their phones. I don't know why it's not coming out for this phone, this behemoth of a beast phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 2. Hopefully they change their mind and they release it for this phone, because it has such a big display. It'd be great looking on there. But regardless, if you have Note 20, S20, Note S10 or Note 10 series of phones, then you can go in there and download it tomorrow. Let's get into the news. First story of the day is there's a new update out for the Galaxy Watch 3. It's a 47 meg update, not this huge update, but what's cool about the update is that it brings ECG, so you can check on your heart, which is a big thing because people have used their Apple Watches and found that ECG has found heart irregularities, and this is now a feature with the Galaxy Watch 3, so check for that update on your watch. Also, Tizen 5.5 is out for Watch Active 2. Next up, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition was officially announced today, and it is going to come out every single year from now on, as Samsung has officially announced this. Also, it'll get 3 years of operating system updates. It's going to come in the colors of Cloud Navy, Cloud Lavender, Cloud Mint, Cloud Red, Cloud White, and Cloud Orange. White and orange will be online only. You're gonna get the same cameras as the Galaxy S20, which will be a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel wide angle, and an 8 megapixel telephoto, along with a 32 megapixel front camera. The price of it will be $699.99, which is a really, really good price for this. Remember, this has a 6.5 inch flat 120 hertz display with a Snapdragon 865, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. Now, when you do pre-order it, you get some nice goodies. You get, at least here in America, you get $70 worth of instant credit. So you could get Xbox Game Pass, which gives you 3 months of that and their controller. Or you could get the Galaxy Fit 2 with a Galaxy S20 FE 5G case. So there's some nice little things in here that you can get with that 70 bucks. Just check it out if you do plan on getting it. And it also brings a lot of the same other features that you would expect with a Galaxy device, such as super steady video, super fast 25-watt charging, fast wireless 2.0 charging, wireless power share, Samsung DeX, quick share, and One UI 2.0, but that will upgrade to at least 3. And the last story of the date is benchmarks for the Exynos 1000. This could be the processor that comes in the Galaxy S21. And you can see right here, the scores are really pretty good actually. They're a 1038 for the single core and 3060 for the multi-core. Now, what that says about the performance of it is it actually is quite in line with the Snapdragon 865 Plus. That had a score of 960 for the single core and 3050 for the multi-core. And if you remember, the Exynos 990 had a benchmark of 885 for the single core and 2580 from multi-core. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about the Google Pixel 4a 5G and the Google Pixel 5. We're gonna see some side-by-side specs of both these phones, just in case you're curious about getting one over the other. And they're gonna be announced on, both of them will be announced on September 30th. So here's the side-by-side specs. There's not a huge amount of difference, but they'll both have Android 11. Display, they have a little bit of a difference. One will have a 6-inch screen, one will have a 6.2-inch display. Both have OLED displays, Gorilla Glass 6 on the Pixel 5, Gorilla Glass 3 on the 4a 5G, 8 gigs of RAM on the 5, 6 gigabytes of RAM on the 4a 5G. Same processor, same graphics, same cameras, same sensors, same links in terms of radios and things inside, same SIM cards, same satellites. Audio is a little bit different. You're gonna get stereo speakers on both, but 3 microphones on the 5, 2 microphones on the 4a 5G. The 4a 5G also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, whereas the 5 does not. It just has USB-C that you can use for headphones. And then the casing is 100% recycled aluminum, IP68 on the 5. You only get polycarbonate on the 4a 5G, so no water resistance on there. Battery's a little bit bigger. On the 5, you also get reverse wireless charging on, and wireless charging on the 5. And then other than that, again, just very, very similar phones overall. Here's the Pixel 5. It's gonna come in at least black and green. The green's kind of cool. Looks almost army-ish green. I haven't seen this color a lot in phones, so it'd be a welcome addition to the lineup. And prices for both of these phones should be super competitive with the market. Google, it looks like officially, and I've said it before, is gonna be in that mid-tier to low-tier price ranking with solid phones. And a lot of people that have the 4A, I have the 4A, I don't know where it is right now. I think this is it. Is this it? This is it right here. It's a great phone for somebody that just wants to take really good photos, decent videos, phone calls, watch some videos. It's a nice little phone to get. Next story of the day is all about Chromecast with Google TV built into it. This again will be another product that is announced on September 30th. But guess what? Local Walmarts actually have this phone in stock. I know one Walmart near me in San Diego has it in stock. Basically what you do is click the link in the description down below, put in the UPC code that I put next to the link, and hit search with your zip code, and it'll bring up any Walmarts locally that have this for you. And what this is, it's a Chromecast, but it also has, you'll get a remote that allows you to control this so you can watch media on it and not just cast information and videos to it from your phone. You can literally watch stuff directly on it. Very, very cool. It's only 50 bucks, and it's gonna obviously compete with the Fire TV Stick. Let me know if you're gonna pick one of these up early or gonna wait, let me know. And the last story of the day, the Galaxy S20 FE, AKA Fan Edition, was announced yesterday, and it's already on sale on Amazon. Still up for pre-order, 100 bucks less, so only instead of $6.99, it's $5.99, and you can basically get any color that you want. Again, currently on Amazon, I'll link it down below if you've been thinking about picking this up. 128 gigs of storage. You also get 30x space, zoom, night mode, any color that you want that's available on here. 6 gigabytes of RAM, S20 5G cameras in there. It's a very, very nice phone. So let's get into the tech news. First story of the day. As you probably know, Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 are going to be announced very, very soon, aka this coming week, September 30th. Google's going to have a big announcement for these two phones, and it looks like we know when they're going to be up for pre-order and release date and all that stuff. This information comes from John Prosser, who says that the Pixel 5 5G is going to come in the colors of just black and subtle sage. I messed that all up. You know what I mean though. Pre-order is going to start on September 30th and it'll launch on October 15th. Remember that sage color is that green color we showed the other day. And then he's saying the Pixel 4a 5G is going to come in just black. Pre-order will be it'll be September 30th and the launch is going to be November 19th. Kind of weird. I don't know why there's such a delay on the launch date, but just be forewarned. And then the Pixel 4a 5G, there was supposed to be a clearly white, but that's delayed until 2021. So he's saying that's most likely canceled altogether. So if you're looking to get one of the new Pixel phones that are going to be coming out, especially the 5 or the 4a 5G, you're coming out in the next couple weeks or so. So it should be, again, very, very soon. And the price for the Pixel 5 is supposed to be $699. It's kind of high, especially when you consider it's a Snapdragon 765 in there, and you can get a Galaxy S20 Fan Edition for the same price with better specs. I don't know, but my money might, if I was going to buy one of these phones, I'd probably put it more towards the Samsung one. And the last story of the day, I wish I had them on me, but I don't, but the Galaxy Buds Live, which I love, but I've been having some connectivity issues where it like goes in and out the connection, and it's been a real pain in the butt to the point where I go walking or I talk on the phone, it cuts out almost all the time, or anytime I turn my head or something like that. I was even riding my electric scooter, which you can see on the screen right now, because I'm going to be doing a video on one. A Rev Ride sent me one. It's so much fun. I'm going all over the place with this story, but regardless, there's an update that got pushed out yesterday, actually, and it improved system reliability. It's a small update, 2.2 megs, but it fixed my issue. After doing this update, I don't have any connectivity issues where the connection goes in and out. I mean, it does occasionally, but definitely not as often and not as long either. This is like, it's fixed like 95% of the issues I was having with my Galaxy Buds Live. So if you haven't done this update, go into that Galaxy or the Gear app, whatever it's called, Galaxy Gear app, and do the update. It's free. Why not do it? Fix your junk, guys and girls. Let's get into the news. First story of the day is Amazon is coming out with their own streaming gaming service. Google Stadia has their own. Nvidia has their own. There's other companies as well. Amazon's now jumping into this, and we know a little bit about it. Right now, you can request access if you'd like, and they give you a little questionnaire to fill out. Here are some of the games that will be available at launch. Some of the games I've never even heard of. Some of the games I have. Resident Evil obviously is a huge game. Metro's a big game. Overcooked 2 is pretty popular. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So they have a little mixture of every type of game, serious, non-serious, high graphics, low graphics. In terms of the cost of all of this, you can see right here, there's gonna be, you'll get game channels that you can subscribe to. So if you want Luna Plus, it'll be $5.99 a month. You get unlimited hours of play, a growing library of games. At the beginning of it, you'll be able to play games streaming in 1080p, 60 frames per second. 4K will be coming soon. You can stream on 2 devices at once. Play on PC, Mac, Fire TV, web apps for iPhone and iPad. I believe there's an Android app coming as well. It's not on here, but I believe it is. Also, you can see they're gonna have a Ubisoft channel. That would probably be an additional cost to this once it comes out, and then probably have other game makers as well that have their own channels. It is going to come with its own controller, and this is what it looks like. You can see a little bit of gray and purple, kind of taking off of what Twitch looks like. You can see it's powered by Cloud Direct technology, so connects directly to Amazon's custom game servers when playing on Luna, reducing round-trip latency by 17 to 30 milliseconds versus a local Bluetooth connection among PC, Mac, and Fire TV. So no Bluetooth connection when you use this remote. Also, it's going to be just pick up and play. So Luna controller talks directly to the cloud. There is no need for device-specific setup. You can easily game between screens, no pairing, just play. And also built for gaming, features low friction thumbsticks, a comfortable textured grip, and wireless gameplay. The controller is going to be, I believe, $59.99, and also Alexa is built into it. Beyond that, you also are able to watch Twitch on this, which is not a big surprise, but when you're in Twitch, you can actually jump into a game instantly, obviously if that game's available on the service. And that is Amazon's Luna service. It should be available fairly soon because the signups are going on right now. Last story of the day, as you can see right here, Woot, which is actually owned by Amazon. It's like an Amazon specific day. Woot is having a nice little deal on the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. So you can see $145, but if you have Amazon Prime, you can get them for as little as $135. If you don't have these, they're amazing sounding, looking, feeling, at least I feel that way. True wireless buds, $135, basically get any color that you want. I'll link it down below if you want to take advantage of this deal. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, if you have a PlayStation 4, this will also work with PlayStation 5, but if you're into PlayStation Plus, which allows you to play their games online, and it gives you 2 free games every single month that they choose, you can get it for really, really cheap right now. It's only $29.39 on CD Keys. If you've never heard of the website, they're legit. Everything works out for it. You can even pay with PayPal. I've purchased this myself. I actually purchased this last week and the deal is still going on. So pay with PayPal or your credit card if you want, and you get the code basically instantly. You put in that code that they email you onto your PlayStation account, and you get 1 full year of PlayStation Plus. Even if you have some time left over, you can actually stack it. I think it stacks as much as 2 years worth of PlayStation Plus. So you can take advantage of this. Very, very inexpensive, because a year, generally, if you buy it, it's like $60. So this is basically half the price of this. Also, remember, if you get a PlayStation 5 and you have PlayStation Plus, they're going to give you a whole bunch of PlayStation 4 games, like first-party games, for free. If you have PlayStation Plus. This is a great time to pick this up and get it. And it's totally legit. Again, I've done it myself. I know other people that have done it, and I even found this deal on Android Central, so you obviously know even them talking about this is legit as well. Next up, Galaxy Z Flip 2. What do you want to see in this phone? I know I probably still won't purchase it. All it does is just fold in half and not really do anything at that point. But these are Max Weinbach's wishes for the Z Flip 2, saying he wants a slightly wider screen when it's open, a larger outside display, a triple camera, slightly thicker, which would mean bigger battery obviously in there, sturdier hinge, and 120 hertz display. But he says with all that, it's going to make it heavier and thicker and less comfortable the bigger and heavier that it gets. And he's totally right. I can't think of anything that would make me want to buy that phone no matter what they do. I'm a Z Fold guy, that's for sure, because you take a tiny little phone like this, and then you open it up into this huge tablet-like screen. Why wouldn't you want that? This is obviously the Z Flip is much less expensive, but still, what do you guys think? If you have that phone or you want the Z Flip 2, what do they have to put into it that would make you actually buy it? And the last story of the day is a Note 21 Ultra concept from Techmaster, and it basically just shows what he would want, or he thinks the Note 21 could potentially look like. And if you look at that front display, you don't see any cameras on there because they're underneath the display. That's one of the rumors, that when the Note 21 comes out, that the cameras will be underneath the display. The back of the phone looks very similar to what you would get with something like a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. But yeah, I think the big selling point on the Note 21, if it does come out, would be that the cameras would be underneath the display and you wouldn't see them, so you just have all display with no camera cutouts at all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. Question out to you guys is, what do you think about that Note 21 Ultra? look with the no cameras on the display? Is that something you would want? You're gonna skip that phone? Remember, rumors are saying that the Note 21 series is not gonna be as highly spec'd out as previous generations of the phone would be. There might not even be a Note 21 Ultra. There's rumors that it could be completely removed altogether, and they could put the S Pen with the S21 Ultra. We'll know as more time goes on, but what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.